How you feeling? It's been a long week, D-Royal one.
When I think of commissioner, I don't think of a teacher.
You don't think of the teacher, you think of what?
Somebody who regulating, that's in control. Boss lady. Commissioner.
So we got to remix The Regulator from Warren G.
I ain't got nothing to do with the Warren G shit. Warren G gonna be Warren G. I'm gonna let that one be.
Regulator.
But
it's quiet this Saturday morning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Feels quiet. A lot quieter than I'm used to.
Yeah, it's like toned down. I guess we had a stone groove up in this mother.
Yeah, I think we had enough shows last week for a whole season.
Yeah,
we did, but
big shout out to the whole More Beats camp, man.
Everybody that came through.
Everybody.
All the supporters of Saturdays and Mr. L and friends came out and showed they
natural.
It was
Giddy,
fun.
y'all.
I don't know what you guys were doing last week, but I had a call with an old friend of mine, Patrick DeMarchi.
Mm-hmm. What Patrick talking
and we was so he's like, yo, man, that marathon you did was crazy. And I'm like, I didn't know he was even. You'd be surprised who's paying attention to what you do. I was talking to Black Man this morning about that and he was talking about our impact and what we should have and what we don't have and I was like, bro, you'd be surprised how many people are impacted by just the things we consider at the smallest level of it. The biggest Finesse just logged in at Newtown Radio. Shout out to the biggest Finesse.
Shout out, Big Finesse.
He's trapped in Philadelphia.
Philly,
his
with
ride
Philly
can't
cats.
get him to New York until 1 p.m.
Oh, he's with them Philly cats.
Yeah, with the Philly cats.
Let
me send
shout
some
out
waves
to the
that
city
way.
of brotherly love.
Send some waves that way.
Yeah, who out there?
I mean, I would like to check in on our Instagram of Commissioner. Let us
I know we
who's
got
logged in
our
on
faithfuls out there.
No, I guess you can't. Something's going on over there. It's every time I play a Kanye West song, Instagram says, get out of here. Oh. You don't have a mic, right? You have a microphone? No, you should be talking to the people. Commissioner? It doesn't matter because the people that are logged on at newtownradio.com can hear us.
And see us.
Candy Wu is checking
live in the flesh. Shout out to Candy Wu.
Lysandra
Perez.
Dope.
I was checking out her lensless post the other day.
I was just about to say that she did a collaboration with our other friend Virginia Cathay.
Okay, so I'm gonna teach you this technique, right? Of the build up. This is thing where you talk about it, you talk about the small thing, right? You talk about the medium thing, and then you go to the big thing. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, before I go into the collaboration with Virginia Cathy Wu, I was gonna tell people to check out Lensless with Lysandra Perez, right? So if you check out Candy Wu LLC on Instagram, you could check out Lensless. But then
should I reach your mind?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I was trying to get there, and you cut me off and took the show over. But yeah, there was a big collaboration effort this week with Virginia Cathy.
So what's going on with that?
And Candy Wu, they got a lensless lens. But they see what's nice about it is it comes packaged with like this beautiful thank you card, and it comes with these earrings, 2 pairs of earrings to match the two lenses I think they had.
Okay.
And the color actually matches one of Virginia Cathy's collections, so which is kind of cool. So you can buy the swimsuit, you can buy the Candy Wu lenses, and then it comes with earrings of 2 sizes to match them. See?
Package deal?
Nice advertisement. Good job.
I was just
Package
trying to,
deal?
I was trying to make sure, I research a couple of things,
Okay.
It looks like I'm winging it, but I read around, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I read a couple things. And how's your baseball team going? Your softball team?
We was out in the cold last weekend. Yeah, we was out in the cold. And
when you
I didn't mind.
you said, I'm freezing.
Coach said, that's how Coach said, you ain't got to worry about me. I ain't ready yet. I'm still in spring training.
You didn't get warmed up.
Yeah, I was running back to the V, jumping in there, listening to some tunes, warming up, getting my mind right because it was cold outside. I couldn't understand it.
If we wanted to see you play, where would we go out? Like, how would we go find D-Royal 1 on the field?
You want to see me play? I'm in the
softball.
I'm in the BBL league. I'm out there in right there on Atlantic Avenue, 120th and Atlantic.
Shout out to the BBL
I
League.
think that what's the name of that park? I want to say it's Phil Rizzuto Park. They call it Phil Rizzuto.
Phil
Park.
Rizzuto. Well, that name sounds familiar.
He used to play for the Yankees.
Oh,
He
okay,
was a
gotcha.
shortstop.
Oh,
Holy
okay.
cow!
Oh,
That
okay.
guy.
I'm like, damn, that name sounds so familiar.
That guy right
I
there.
feel like he was in a lot of television commercials too.
Yeah, he did a lot of things. He did some things. Very, very, very bright side of the Yankees commentary squad. You know, they
Okay.
the announcers. He was live. Like all shout outs. And
How long have you been playing?
how long have I been playing baseball?
Yeah.
I first started playing baseball when I lived by Yankee Stadium. That was the motivation right there.
To wake up in the morning to that.
Right. I lived like 4 blocks from Yankee Stadium. And then all my friends were Puerto Rican, and they played right there across
that
from
helps.
Cardinal Hayes High School. So, like, I was like, yo, you want to do this? You want to hang out with us? This is what we play, you know? So I got down. I started playing.
So you learn from the best.
Yeah, I was just there. It was stiff competition. I was a scrub, too. That's what made it horrible. I had experience. But, I got better. Eventually went on to play high school, and well, I didn't really play a full season in high school. I kind of like got cut because I missed the practice, but I was on the team. So
they didn't give you the benefits that they gave. What's his name? Kid who played for the Knicks. That they gave him a hard. Latrell Sprewell.
yeah,
He missed practice, but he still scored 35 points.
exactly. But it was cool. It was cool
It was
because
Latrell Sprewell, no?
no, that was
Allen
Iverson.
Iverson.
Allen
That's
Iverson.
my
Allen
favorite
Iverson.
sports moment ever.
Okay.
Right.
Got it.
What's practice? But yeah, I had him. I went through that.
I've been practicing my whole life for this.
Practice. I'm here. Practice over. Now. It's professional now.
Yeah.
Practice is done.
Practice. How much did I score tonight?
But,
That's what he said. How much did I score tonight? Y'all want to talk about practice? I scored better. He scored more than everybody on the court. And they asking him why he missed practice. Because I can.
About practice?
yes,
Man.
I had to sit out
I've
that
been
year.
practicing my whole life.
Yeah. Missing practice, I had to sit out that year, and then I hurt my elbow, so I sat.
What's your position on the field?
I play pitch and outfield.
Oh,
Then
that's an important spot.
yeah, you always touch the ball. It's I started out as a catcher, only because that's another story. But anyway, I started out as a back catcher. Only because you needed equipment.
He's like,
Rob's
like,
absence.
you have to pay for your own equipment.
No, that was cool. That was cool. But the way I got onto it, the kid upstairs from me when I first moved, second house I lived in Brooklyn. Our landlord's son, he lived upstairs and he had catcher's equipment. So and he was kind of spoiled and shit. So every summer I would go to Baltimore and I would be like, I would be the man because my grandfather didn't see me in so a while. Like every once a year, twice a year, maybe 3 times the most.
Right.
But when
So
I
he'll
came
spoil
through,
you.
yeah.
Ah.
And when my birthday is in the middle of the summer, so I used to get fly gifts from him. I knew that I could get whatever I wanted from my grandfather when I went down there. So one year I wanted the cap. Bula, that was the landlord's son, Ian, but we called him Bula. He had some catcher's equipment. I wanted to be fly. I was like, yeah, I can pull that off this year. So my birthday came up. I got some catcher's equipment. So I started catching, but I realized the beauty of catching was you always got to touch the fucking ball.
Right.
As a pitcher too, it's never a dull moment.
You're always
because,
in the middle of the action.
yeah,
all the
you
time.
have control of the game.
Yeah,
You in the pulse of the game. So from there, that's where it started. But then I couldn't pitch all the time, and then I outgrew catching because all that damn equipment. It was hot. I was like, fuck this. I'm going to outfield. Stop playing outfield.
Less work.
Yeah, that's still. You see my whole uniform. I like to be clean and everything. Fashion back then in the Little League was important. It was always important to me. Dressing good, even in sports. You had to have the crispy shit on when you was out there. So eventually, I ended up going to play in college. A lot of people would be surprised that I played Division I college baseball, but I did.
Didn't know that about you. The things you learn when you ask the simplest of questions.
Well, a question can lead to. You want to know the truth? You kill the fucking truth.
Division I baseball player in college.
Yeah, we was in the
See, a little
MEAC.
thing you didn't know about, D-Roy one. I didn't know that. That's something to talk about.
Yeah, I played in the MEAC, which is like the Negro Leagues. The other Negro League was the SWAC. And then you had the CAIA, which is like some Division II Negro League, but they're not Division I. But as far as, the D1.
Is it appropriate to call it the Negro League anymore? Is it appropriate anymore?
What would you call it? Shit. You can't. What?
Okay, you're right.
Afro-American League?
Shout out to Jackie Robinson. They finally
Big
put up
shout out to Jackie.
Jackie Robinson Way.
Yeah.
It
right.
just went up this week in Manhattan. This is
See?
on 42nd Street, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Shout out
He
to
did. Matt Jackie
Robinson.
Robinson, 42nd. 42 is the number he wore. I'm going to tell you something interesting that I didn't know about Jackie, but Jackie had to get thick skin before he got to baseball. And I'm going to share this. I peeped this.
Okay.
It's something I learned this week, and things I learned I like sharing. But I was watching ESPN, and they had a very important piece on it, and he was talking about what he went through as a soldier.
Oh, yeah. In the military. is
Remember,
where
he was a
had to-
lieutenant.
right. In the military.
He had rank.
Yeah.
And they still was trying to put him on the back of the fucking bus.
But you know what's interesting about...
Wait. Let me go down.
I'll let you talk.
They still try to put him in the back of the bus. And he rebuked that. He said, man, I'm over here fighting a war for this country. How, come on. The back of the bus? I'm putting my life on the line. Why should I have to get on the back of the bus? And so that right there was the prerequisite for the thickening in the skin for him to go in the major leagues and go where he had to go through there. But there was some more backdrop to it. As they say, it gets deeper and deeper. Bullshit never stops. But yeah, that's what
I
he had to
think
go
people
through.
forget that our experiences are always a prerequisite to what we will accomplish later.
Yeah.
And so I try to tell people all the time that whatever you're doing, master it. Learn to figure out what components of where you're at now can be useful in what you want to create in yourself later. So it's like, I see it now. So like a lot of the things I do now, it's really about what do I want to be doing 10 years from now?
Right.
And so right now I'm just mastering a bunch of skills so that I could be comfortable 10 years from now doing the things that I want to do, being happy about the things I do. Because what's crazy is
You're just planting seeds.
I took a messenger job at a print company and I did really well there 20 years later. So when I thought about that, I was like, damn, what if I'd have got a messenger job at Def Jam?
Wow.
It makes you
Sky's
think.
the limit.
I know, right?
I mean,
So,
you would have never thought that.
you think something simple, like you think like a messenger job don't mean anything,
It's a footstep.
and it's really it's also access.
yeah.
It's
The
access.
mailroom, baby. You
Yeah.
controlling the pulse. You're going to see everybody.
Let me tell you something. The mailroom of any big corporation
Is the
is where.
spot.
Oh yeah.
It's like the barber shop. It's a spot.
You know,
at the workplace. It's like the barber
who's the
shop.
one who's faking it, who's really got it right.
Man, you know who about to commit suicide, who about to lose their job.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mailroom was live. I started out in the
You
mailroom.
probably know before they know.
Yeah, I started out in the mailroom, worked my way up to paralegal. That's how I became paralegal.
Wow.
Straight out the mailroom. 3 months in the mailroom, and then after that, I was in paralegal, bankruptcy paralegal. Dealing with broke people. but
Another thing we didn't know about D. Royal One.
see how it just leads up, how we led into Jackie by talking about baseball. That led into Jackie. We plugged Jack for his accomplishments and acknowledge him on his day. And I think that's live. Everybody in baseball went around with 42. That was so live, man.
Yeah, that was lit.
That's lit. That's something that's lit.
What else is going on in the news?
Man. So we got this thing, the mayor's sick.
Yeah, he got COVID.
COVID your ass on
Last
time
Sunday.
out. Yeah.
he
You're
had
not
a-
laughing that
I
he
mean,
got COVID.
I mean, this is a convenient week for him to take off, isn't it? I mean, or to work from home because
yeah, his first 100 days, he kind of wore me out. He need a little time out. You know?
I still haven't recovered from him being borough president. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know, I'm just going with the flow of this
Shout out
thing.
to Eric Adams.
Shout out to the mayor. His honor.
Yeah,
His
first
honor.
mayor with a TikTok.
Yeah, tiki-taki, man. Tiki-taki looking.
Boom
name.
bow.
Right.
But he also had to deal with him and his new commissioner
Yeah.
had to deal with the what's her name? I'm sorry. She ain't the real commissioner. Is that what she said? Oh.
She said commissioner said she's not the real
Okay, because
commissioner.
I was trying to figure out why you
Referring
hating on
to
our
the police
sister. Then I was
commissioner.
like, oh, the police commissioner is not the commissioner
Right.
of Moore Beach.
So when you talk about the police commissioner
come-
and the commissioner's
come on
president,
now.
you have to say police commissioner. Don't just
she
give
caught
her
Frank James in
commissioner.
30 hours.
Yeah, she chopped him down. Yeah, she put in that work. And she really, woo.
She caught
Imagine,
Frank James in 30 hours. son.
imagine starting
Right
a
out
job
of
and you going
McDonald's.
through what you going through right
At
now.
McDonald's
On West 4th Street.
on West 4th Street.
He called him. He said, I'm over here. Come
I'm over
get me.
here.
I'm about to
You
knock
shouldn't
this
do
Big
shit.
Mac down.
Yep, that's
It's
exactly
my last Big Mac for the rest of my life. My last shaking fries. I'm out of here, guys. Yeah,
Do they
come
still
get
make
me.
shakes at McDonald's?
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Yes,
And the
they
machine
do.
is always broken.
Yeah.
Shout out to McDonald's with the broken shake machine.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
stopped drinking the shakes because they got to be pornographic to me because my whole fucking face was sucking, trying to suck the
How
shit
do
out.
you feel about Frank James, man?
Frank James,
Frank James.
Disgruntled.
Disgruntled.
I believe he's disgruntled. Maybe some mental health. I don't know. He might want to play that card. They all do.
What exactly did Frank do? What is he being accused of? Because they don't have video footage of it.
No, they did have him on the train.
They don't have video footage of him.
They had a picture of him on somebody's cell phone, captured him on the train.
Someone's cell phone took a picture of him, but you never saw him get his ass off that train or go across the platform. To
Yeah,
the
he
train.
blended in with the crowd. He did a Kaiser Sosa
Oh,
right
so
there in the
wh-
damn
where-
subway.
Show me.
I can't show you. I wasn't there.
They
I didn't
can't
do no-
either.
Well, I know they got enough evidence that's linking into it, the truck and stuff they found on the train.
Yeah.
That's linking them to the U-Haul. Your ass out of there right there. You black. You automatically out of there.
Yeah.
They ain't trying to ask too many questions. Once they get that common thread, that little bit of forensic, whatever it is, them keys was crucial. And that took them back to the truck. The truck took them back to Philly. All that is crucial. See, what a lot of people don't think in this day and age, when you have all this technology and cameras, they may not can see you, but they can bring you to the scene of the crime because there's cameras on them at every block, going around the corner
But
on
we
you.
ain't got no pictures of him getting off that train or doing no shooting on the train.
Yeah, okay. Well,
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all.
End of the
I'm
day,
just-
the district attorney has to prove that he fired the gun
well,
and
yeah.
threw the smoke grenade.
Okay, but then you look at all the damn things they found. They found the grenades in the truck. They go back to the crib. They find more.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so that's a link. That's the bond.
What if somebody hired him to put it there?
Okay, well, there's fucking got accessory.
Okay.
You got a co-defendant. That's different.
Right. Okay. All right.
We ain't
I
talking
feel
about
like there's a cover up. I don't see a guy like that being agile enough to do a mass shooting and then get away with nobody. You see how
Bro.
slow he moving?
Bro.
He must have had a good
So
cup of
now-
coffee that morning.
So now you step into the mind of a criminal. You got to put their shoes on. This is something they taught us when I was studying criminal justice.
Right.
As a cop, as a detective, an investigator, you have to come up out of your way of thinking, and you have to think like a criminal.
Right.
So when you think about the smoke bomb, the screens, all that, he's trying to create a distraction. He can't move fast. But if I make it partly cloudy in the motherfucker or fully cloudy in the subway
Right.
car, I
I
ain't
can
got to
get
worry
away.
about moving fast no more.
Right,
You
that's
can't
right.
see me.
Right.
That's why you don't have no video of him. The smoke.
Right. So you think he picked those 3 stations because the
Man.
cameras were down?
He took his little pea-brain head ass and put the things together that mattered where he think he could pull this thing off and let it work.
Okay.
Smoke screen, the gun. He had the videos and talking in despair. You have, come on, there's too much things happening. And I can't say that this is the wrong black man on this one. Right now, I can't. I mean, you may not have him on the train shooting them, and that's MTA's fault too, because them trains should have cameras.
How many
Half
people
them
really got
stations-
shot though? Because I feel like I
don't-
heard him
they
say
saying-
10, then I hear
yeah, I'm hearing
5.
conflicting reports on that. I don't know. They saying
Right.
30 shots fired, but 10 people,
10
12 people shot.
Yes, it's
So
weird.
I don't
and
know.
now they're saying only 23 people got injured when last week it
Man, a
was
lot of people
29
probably got injured trying to get
people.
the hell out the area. You ever think about that?
That's what they're saying.
Pandemonium will
yeah.
cause got somebody to get injured.
Shit, not the way they was standing there turning around trying to see what was going on and record. I mean, a lot of
Yeah,
people.
New Yorkers
I
is
did
nosy.
see. I did see a conspiracy theorist said, "Why does it look like they staged people to stand there, and they were actors? Because like some of the actors didn't know where to stand,
Man,
and then they were reviewing it, right? And it was like."
it just fit in.
It was like there was one lady that kept going back and forth because she didn't know where to stand for the video.
Yeah, you hear them goddamn gunshots. You keep it moving too. Left, right,
No, but
left,
she
jump ball,
wasn't
leave.
going back and forth though. The gunshots already stopped, and then I didn't understand why they allowed people to get off the N train, get on the R train, and then the R train took everybody to 25th Street.
They took them away from.
Why
the
didn't they
scene.
So
stop
is
the
it-
R train?
Not only that, why
Because
did they
now
stop-
you're helping the guy escape.
Exactly.
I mean,
And none of it makes sense. It
And
does
you're
not
messing up
make
I
evidence.
any
mean, you
sense.
really don't. When shit like this happen, there's no real official handbook for how to handle this situation.
I'm trying to understand why if people are panicking and running off of a train and there's smoke, why would the R train leave the station?
Trying to take them somewhere else. That's the best way.
Nah,
Maybe
you're not
that's how
putting
they
them-
looking at it. I don't know.
Actually, you're putting them in more
It seems like
danger.
everything should shut down.
Everything
didn't
should
have to
shut
say-
down
yeah.
completely.
I would think so. I mean,
Yeah.
that would,
I don't
think it's
understand.
logical to me.
To
Nothing moved.
To the life of me, I don't understand why that R train moved to the next stop, and
Yeah.
I don't understand how all 3 stations have cameras off.
So you think, yeah, that's a coincidence. But you think with the
It's not a coincidence. I think that was
conspiracy? We have some conspiracy.
I think that I don't think Frank James did it. I think there was an accomplice, and they don't want Americans to be frightful that we are, what is the word? Gullible to a terrorist attack.
We've been gullible to terror attack.
Yeah.
That's why we don't have them 2 gorgeous buildings.
I absolutely
no more.
think that someone hired Frank James to drop off the fireworks down there, and probably even triggered the smoke grenade. Whether he fired the weapon, I don't know.
Hey, this might be interesting too. If you want to send a crash dummy in there to see
'Cause-
how
'cause-
effective something
right,
works,
'cause it-
you go get your black man who's
Right.
angry and bitter.
Right.
You don't tell him the cause that
Give
you
him enough
fought.
cash
Give
to
him
take
some
care of
cash.
his family while he locked up.
Right?
Yeah.
Give him
Yeah.
some cash.
Like, yo, drop the stuff off for me, bro.
And all you got to do is fulfill the role of this script right here. When we say roll them, you get activated.
There
You
you
go
go.
make the train smoky.
There you go.
You go fire the gun. We're gonna create this kind of pandemonium. We want to see what the what the
happens.
system. The
We
situation
see if
is
the-
like,
right, if
what
the
the
infra-
response
right.
time is.
Bingo.
We want to know what all that is.
Bingo.
So when we sell this information to the Taliban,
No, it's not. It's gonna be Putin in them.
Oh,
It's
Putin?
you better believe they coming.
all Putin and them,
Just saying.
because America is doing things behind. They're rushing back with this little Ukraine war.
I mean, it could have been
weapons or whatever they want to say.
It could have
is
been an
hurts them
FBI.
all.
It could have
Some
been an
shit, though, you
FBI
can't-
rehearsal. It could have been a
Yeah,
rehearsal.
dress rehearsal. Places,
Yeah,
everyone,
it
places.
could have been a rehearsal.
Roll them.
It could have been like, what if there was a terror incident, and that's why they scrubbed the video.
Right. I don't know.
He said, "Little Ukraine war, though. You can't some shit you can't." put
Ukraine is
little
one
in
of the
front
biggest
of.
countries in Europe, actually.
Some shit you can't put little in front of. Oh, you got a little
Outside
Tesla.
of Belarus
No,
and
no, no,
France,
no, no.
You got a
No.
little degree.
Ukraine is a pretty
Yeah,
big
I know.
country.
It's a little war
Yeah.
behind a bunch of
It's
bullshit.
a reason why Russia wants Ukraine. It's a pipeline to connect fuel from Asia to Europe. So yeah,
yeah, they got interest.
You gotta remember all the nuclear testing from Russia was done right there in Ukraine.
Right
So-
there in Ukraine. That was
Yeah.
the testing ground. Chernobyl. All
So
that.
yeah, nuclear fission was first designed right there in Ukraine.
Everybody just bitter because after the communist wall fell, and then they broke Russia up and formed all these little Kazakhstans and all these other Skans.
Actually, how do you
and-
know about that? Kazakhstan is part of the former USSR.
I just look this way, bro. I really do be paying attention to shit, bro. I just look at.
know about
Don't let the
Kazakhstan.
funny-looking dude on the radio fool you. Get
know
you
about
fucked
Slovakia,
up. Yeah, I ain't been
Georgia.
there before, but I know how to spin the globe and
Belarus,
Google something. Yeah.
Latvia, Lithuania.
Yeah, I ain't get a degree in criminal justice and go out here and catch a bunch of felonies and get my thesis in fucking criminal behavior. No,
Hey, I learned it when I got out there.
I ain't.
Yeah, I went to a couple of those countries, and then I realized what was going on.
Right.
I didn't make the connection to the movie The Piano to Warsaw, and
The Polish one.
yeah, and I got to Warsaw and just looked up the culture of the city, and I've watched the movie Piano,
of classical
and we all know
music.
about the Holocaust and how Jewish people were,
They trying to save
right.
the talented Jews.
that was kind of the center of it all. Of
The
the
ones
war.
who they
Right.
thought they were talented, but musically something to offer.
But when you get
Hidden-
there and you meet the people in Poland, you go, damn, this is where all that went down?
Yeah, it's where it went
it's
down.
shocking, bro. It's shocking.
Yep.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Very shocking.
Yeah, there's some things out there. Just pay attention. Don't just.
What else is going on in the news
Dun-dun-dun.
this week? Oh, let's do some Instagram check-ins. Your mic is live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where.
You see that right there, that number 2 with the red light? Boom. That's when you know you're live.
Thanks. Devora from DSW Agency is checked in.
Oh, you better dig deep.
Red Scar. Our friend
1718
Red
Entertainment.
Scarlet is checked in.
What up, Red
She
Scarlet?
had a dope ass performance last week at our 15 hour marathon.
She
Yeah.
did perform. She was our second performance? I feel like she was our second performance.
Oh, man,
Bags
and
is
he
in the
was.
house.
Oh, Bagsy,
Bagsy, baby.
out there.
Tasmanian Devil.
That's me.
What's up, Daz? What's good?
Pam K, good morning.
What up, Pam?
Ooh.
How's Pam doing?
Major key out there, y'all.
What up, Pam? Always checking in. Who else is on the line up there? Quite a few people are checked in. We got a lot of people on Newtown Radio.
Some waves going on.
Shaniqua Charles is checked in.
Okay.
What up, Shaniqua? You know, we got to get her video loaded. So
Yeah, load
we
it
got
up.
your interview that we want to load. We learned a lot of information when she talked to us
Yeah,
about
that was definitely
the politics
Enlightening.
a bunch
the
of gems
Bronx.
dropped.
Yeah, she dropped a lot of gems.
July.
We got to reconnect with her. July.
Let's see how we can help her out with
Yeah,
her
man.
campaign and everything. Of course.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, Haley is in the building.
What up,
Haley
Haley?
Alexis.
Where the
What's
poems
up?
at? Bring the poems.
What's up?
Don't send us pictures of the baby.
We want pictures of soul
I don't want
all day.
I don't want pictures of the
Yes.
baby.
Send me pictures of the
I
baby.
don't like babies, man. I don't know.
They don't like you either, probably.
I know. I'm allergic to babies, and they're allergic to me too, and I love it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I love it.
All right.
Yeah. Is that it?
That's
So I
it.
feel like it's more people. Right here, we got Sammy on the Newtown Radio,
Morning, Sammy.
Indigo General,
Hey,
Rasta
Indigo.
Royal Elegance, Fabrid, Empress Seats, and Boogie Lump.
You look like you need your glasses.
No, Spencer Rabbit. It's hard to see because he's
Mm-hmm.
wearing a shirt with Texas. So
Well, the
Nolan
white is
DJ,
jumping off of there. Your ass is blind.
Mila Crystal,
I'm
Unknown.
looking at this shit, I can see the white on top of this helping you.
What are you talking about? The white is not helping. I got to
Good
bring it down
morning,
here.
Nakia, fully focused in
What
the
up, Fully
building. Thanks
Focused?
for coming through last
Oh, she
week.
came through last week too. Shout out to Nakia, Fully Focused.
Fully focused, baby.
And she brought a guest. Hey,
Eh?
new friend.
Hey, new friends.
What do you mean, hey, new friend? He's probably watching with her right now.
You
Fully
telling her
focused.
business?
Oh, sorry.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. Dig in.
Say, hey, hey.
I hope she with him right now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I hope so, too.
They could be like, yeah, I heard you.
Good morning, Joe.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Morning, Joe.
What else is going on in the news?
Well, what else is happening here? We got this,
Elon Musk is trying to buy Twitter.
Elon Musk is just trying to spend some money that he don't really need to be spending. That's
Wait
it.
a minute. The commissioner wrote this down as Elon Musk and the Twitter shit show. It's not a shit show. He said- what is it? That's in the notes. Elon Musk and the Twitter shit show.
I noticed that. I
It's not
said,
a shit show. He's just trying to buy it out.
I'm tired of hearing about his rich ass, and I'm just not into Twitter. So
I mean,
I don't
Twitter
even-
is still the most important
you told
news
me that,
feed
but it's the most
outside of the
yeah.
AP in the world. Like the information, you can't stop it. It
All
happens
right,
so fast.
I'm gonna get into Twitter next week.
I'm just telling you, you have to. Twitter is where you could, like, even if it's just the rumor. You never heard that in the office. They said the rumor is sometimes, most of the time, highly likely the truth. 90% of the time, that rumor you hear is true. That's Twitter.
yeah, like when you hear a junk
Twitter.
conversation, that alcohol
Yeah.
getting making somebody speak the truth.
Yeah, this is what Twitter is, man. 90% of the truth lies in Twitter.
Yeah. That's why I don't like drinking around people I lied to, because then they gonna
That's why
find
Elon
out.
Musk want to buy it, because he wants to control where all the truth is. If you can control the truth, then you can control the world.
Yeah, you control the media. Once you got the
That's it.
media is a thing. You can start brainwashing people.
Yep.
You get to program them. You reboot them. Have them follow you. It's down there like a cult on steroids.
Well,
Wow.
can't let that stop us, though.
No, that's kind of scary, but it's reality.
So if you're tuned in on our Instagram, it's Saturdays at MrL.com. And of course, you can follow us and watch us every Saturday mornings on Newtown Radio Instagram. But you can also check out the show on newtownradio.com or Saturdays at MrL.com and hit the watch live button.
Yeah.
So the live video button's on the top right of Newtown Radio's website. And the watch now button is on the Saturdays of Mr. L website right on the top. So if you're on your mobile phone, you'll see like 3 lines. You hit the crosshairs and then you hit the watch now. And I encourage you to go to Saturdays at MrL.com because a lot of content, information on the new NFT for all of our supporters will be there soon. So when you're ready to register, it'll be there because right now we're working on the Web3 connectivity to our website so that we can manage all of the collectibles that we'll have available for all of our supporters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good thing when it's live. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nice.
So
Yes, we are live.
in other news, we lost another funny comedian, very talented brother, my man Godfrey, Gilbert Godfrey.
You know what's interesting? His comedy to me felt like what's that guy? Paul. What?
Paul Mooney?
No.
No,
Oh, I don't know.
no, not
That's
Paul
the
Mooney.
The one that did Weird Science. The one where his mom's owned that comedy club in L.A.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
I
how he
know.
got in the game. So I feel like his comedy was just loud and obnoxious.
Yeah, he just had an irritating voice. But
Yeah.
at times, it was kind of funny.
I don't know. When he played voiceovers on like
Cartoons.
cartoons, I thought it was funny.
That's what I liked about it. See, I like the anime.
If I have to see him,
Oh.
he ain't funny.
I just
That's what my problem was. I
what
think.
drew me to him was he likes to animate his voice and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and I like to talk like that sometimes. You know.
He squint his eyes and he do this whole
Yeah,
thing.
he takes you there. He lets you
It's a bit much.
climb
man.
into the whole
It's a bit
experience
much.
with him. But nah, big shout out.
It's like watching Chris Rock get smacked.
Chris, I'm gonna let you make it on that when Earl still has issues with that shit. Maybe you need to go
Let
and
it
slap the shit
go.
out of Will.
I'm just saying that's what
Chris, if you out there, we're in Brooklyn. So Chris, if by chance you're in Brooklyn, by chance you listen
Listen,
to Town Radio.
I actually enjoyed Chris Rock's comedy.
Man, he
enjoyed
they
Chris
took that
Rock's
shit like a
comedy.
G. But anyway,
Yeah.
moving right along, that shit.
He
We
is a
done
G.
talked about that so much. I don't want to talk about it no more. And we got other news. Fabio Foreign dropped some heat on him.
I talked about that last week. I don't know if this is new information. I feel like during the 15-hour live broadcast, I talked about
Maybe
the
you
Fabio Foreign
jumped the
album.
gun on it and
I
talked
think
about it
that was a
soon.
conversation that
You-
you
No, I
have it.
definitely talked about it.
Oh, with
on
that
there.
one song where they just talked a little bit. They never said anything.
No,
real
actually, on the show last week, it was in my notes from last week. If you check out last week's news notes, it's sitting there.
Sorry, I'm on today.
So anyway,
Yeah, I actually have a whole paragraph of notes about Fabio Foreign's new album.
Oh, okay. You like
Shout
it?
out to Fabio.
I must have missed that part. Of
I
the
like it a lot,
show
actually.
last
I
week.
watched the song that shocked me the most that I didn't think I would like was the song with Lil Yachty. So shout out to Lil Yachty for putting a dope record called Slime with
Fabio.
Fabio. I actually I enjoyed the Fabio Foreign album. So
Yeah, I like him. I like his style, his swagger.
I like the production quality of the album. I think is fitting.
Kanye came through.
Yeah, Kanye did a amazing job taking the sound of Brooklyn trap, Brooklyn drill, and kind of bringing it to to a mainstream kind of sonics.
Yeah, he put the Brooklyn stamp
Yeah,
on it.
yeah. So
Dun,
shout
dun,
out to
dun,
Kanye
dun,
West for
dun.
putting that together. Shout out to DJ Khaled for
Yeah.
God believed in us. You ain't believe in us. God did. Shout out to Khaled.
That's the one
I
you need.
enjoyed that little interlude on the album, man. And there's a clip going around with he was talking to Angie Martinez, right? Where he admits that his age is 32.
Wow.
Yeah, he admits that. He's like, yo, they told me this. Who told you? They told me. Who's they? They told me. He would not admit who said to say you're 26, but he admitted that he is 32 years old. I kind of figured he was a little bit older, but I mean, he's quite talented. He knows how to navigate the music business quite well. Usually it takes some talent to do that, especially on the level that he came in. And he's done a lot of music. I looked up his catalog. He's done a lot of features to get himself to this point. So congratulations to Fabio Foreign for his first commercial success album.
Yeah. The Bible.
He's done a couple of other, I think he did BC, and then he had 2 other albums that he put out independently. But this one here, yeah. It's a big album, man.
He has some big people behind it.
He's got all the heavy features on there.
Yeah, that New York
Quavo, the Alicia Keys feature, and that verse from Kanye.
City. Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, man,
He said this might be the feature of the year.
feature of the year.
What are we gonna do about Kanye, man? I can't wait for his next album.
I don't know.
I'm looking forward to his next album.
Yeah.
So today, last week when we did all of our interviews, we did 6 interviews, right?
Mhm.
To take us to the point where we can say this week we're doing our 100th interview. And we didn't kind of really leak out who the 100th interview is, but I can say if you follow us on Instagram, you know who the 100th interview will be. DZL is going to be in the building today also to talk about the New York Cannabis Freedom Festival that happens this Wednesday. And no, he won't be interview number 100. Our close friend Mika Ave will be performing her new single High, which is also available on all streaming platforms this Wednesday
420, baby.
on 420. She's performing the record and the single is officially out for people to check it out. It'll be on YouTube and all the other streaming platforms.
Okay, so where is this gonna be at?
It's actually a Pacific. It was a Pacific Street. Off the top, I think it's 1056 Pacific Street, but that's off my memory.
1056. That's up
Just
by
by
me.
you. Yeah, it's very close to you. It's walking distance from you, bro.
It sounds like it's
It's
gonna be at
walking.
which one? Name a hole in the wall. Let me see.
It's
Name one
a
of
big
them spots.
it's an outdoor venue, indoor venue. They're doing actually a walkthrough today.
Speaking of venues, I got the spot for our next More Beats
man.
venue,
Here
baby.
we go. Here we go. I hope it's not Bergen.
No, man, relax. What you talking, Bergen?
It's like a lunchroom. Have you been to Bergen over there?
No, we ain't doing the Bergen,
Okay.
bro.
I got you.
I got something big planned. I don't want to say it because somebody else want to do it, and then they want.
I mean, we were supposed to do an event at RL Hotel. That didn't quite work out.
Man, I got the spot where we can pop off for the summer, baby.
Yeah,
Got the spot.
I'm gonna trust you.
Got the spot.
If you could pass that information along so I could do some research, it would be greatly appreciated, sir.
It ain't gonna be much research.
The
to do
commissioner
on
wants
it.
to do research.
You can do all the research you want, but I got the spot. Y'all can say yay or nay. I don't give a fuck after I tell y'all.
Okay, Nate.
No, that's it. Move right along.
Moving right along. And in other
I wouldn't
business,
give a damn if we had it at PS 55 parking lot.
actually, that's what started hip hop, right? PS 63
Exactly.
Park.
Take it back to the
Yeah,
essence.
back to the essence. PS 63.
You don't
Park.
remember them days. You're not old enough. But
Yeah,
ask your mama or your grandmama. She can tell you about
was
when
in the
Flash
Bronx.
was in the park.
Yeah.
When they had to hook up the system up to the lamppost and Flash one time, it was in effect. Yeah, you better ask your
Do you
mama.
think are we ready for interview 100 yet?
I don't know what you ready for, man. Sometimes.
It's around 11 a.m. It just turned 11 a.m.
What you trying to say? I'm the 100th interview?
You can't be the interviewee if you're the co-host. Like,
you just how I got
like-
here. I started out the fucking
technically,
interview.
your interview
I
already
was like
happened.
I was
last
interview.
year. It's
Yeah.
been- you had a year of interviews.
Yeah, you set it up like a radio show. It turned into a job interview.
Yeah,
Now
pretty
I'm
much.
designating all my damn Saturdays
Actually,
to
you
be here
were.
with you.
You think? I feel like you. No, yeah, you were co-host that day. Damn. Yeah, you never did get an official interview.
Yeah.
I was watching your comedy.
No.
I was watching your comedy.
No, it started out
I'm
as
sorry, his interview is already planned. I've already planned his interview out in my head, so you will be interviewing.
I just
him.
can't be 100, not in the commissioner's eyes.
No,
Oh
that,
my goodness.
wow, I put a lot of thought into.
You know
it,
what I
but
think? I think you should be
Right.
interview 200.
Yeah, I'm trying to say, I would like to
Anyway.
be 200. That means I'm still around. Thank you.
So the
Why not? Not a problem.
NYC Cannabis Freedom Festival is at 1065
Oh,
Pacific
I was
Street.
10 buildings off.
1065.
1065.
Pacific
That's
Street.
still in the
So
area.
I said 1056, and it's actually
Why do I
1065.
feel like that's
From 1
round
p.m.
about
to
the
10
five.
p.m.
It's by Franklin Avenue. It's between Franklin and Clausen, I think. Correct? Oh,
You ain't gonna win that
Really?
one.
You want? You asking me a geographical questions? I am geographically challenged. I do not know.
I don't
the
have
cross
phones or any way of.
streets.
You don't have no phone?
1065
Not
Pacific
one
Street.
phone?
They're up here. I'm using one of my phones for Instagram, and the other phone is for film. I
Can't believe this shit. Inspector Gadget is tapped out.
Go to your maps and go to
I
1065.
don't care. I know it's in the hood. I'm convinced. I just sit in the car and go down Pacific. I'm
It
right
starts
there.
at 1 p.m.
I probably passed it.
and will
1,000
commence
times.
until 10 p.m.
What? What time?
Till 10 p.m. I'm
What
trying to
time
figure
it
out what's
starts?
going on. 1 p.m. in the afternoon. This will be this Wednesday, 1 p.m. in the afternoon.
Oh damn! I can't do that. Oh yes, 1 p.m. I could be late.
So,
that day.
actually, that's your shift, right?
Yeah, I'd be at work. Technically. I'm sitting in the parking lot. You know how many times I left here worried about getting to work on time, then be sitting in the parking lot for 2-3 hours getting paid? I mean, it's not a problem sitting there as long as I'm getting paid. You know, it's cool and the money is all right. So I don't have a problem with that. But I could have been doing something, man.
All the other things you could do while you're sitting in the car waiting for the next move.
Yeah, I could have been doing some beats or something.
That's what you want to
I
do?
might
Work
have
on
to
some
check.
beats?
Yeah, we supposed to do that day anyway.
You need
Beats
a
by Dre?
hotspot on your phone. You can work on beats in your car.
I can work on beats. My car is a studio. It's a rolling.
And I was right.
Like
It
that.
is between Franklin Avenue and Clausen.
Exactly.
Yes.
Nobody
Beautiful,
said you were
beautiful.
wrong.
It's
Closer to Clausen
Just
Avenue.
don't ask.
I figured it was.
Closer to Clausen Avenue. It looked like
it every day.
it
It's
looked
by
like the
the car
venue was
wash.
called Pacific BK.
Hold on.
Pacific BK.
Clausen and Franklin closer to. I mean, it's got a vintage clothing store right there. It's got like a boutique right there.
Yeah, there's a couple of things going on in that block.
And
yeah.
then the rest of it, no, it ain't too much happening in that block once you pass that. It only get live when you pass the car
Well,
wash.
what is happening on that block
It's
is
a fitness center.
Wednesday.
Wednesday, Mika gonna be in the building. Mika had gonna be in the building.
Buttermilk 420.
Oh, buttermilk.
Buttermilk
on.
420 Farms is doing the festival. The
Oh,
New York.
that's what the
Yeah,
festival-
yeah,
New
it's
York
gonna be there.
Cannabis Freedom Festival.
Freedom Festival. So
Oh, it's
make
gonna
sure
be-
you go to ny-cff.com.
It's gonna be fully cloudy in
That's a
there.
dash.
We have Tashi and Storm Bakery in the
ny-cff.com.
building
Yes,
with all of
yeah.
her edible treats.
Right.
Canada Lush is in the building.
Yeah, that
Canada
cake
Lush.
she
Lush,
gave
hey,
me.
May.
And Buttermilk 420 is in the building. Yeah.
Some of that cake. Shout out on that cake.
Or did you enjoy the cake? You got a different cake here. What is this cake? you
It
have
looked
on
like
the
the cake. It looked like this shit infused with some shit that'll get you high. Fruit in it.
That don't look like fusion cake.
Yes. It looked
That
it
look like
got-
voodoo cake from Nemo's.
No, that's not no damn voodoo cake. I've seen voodoo cake. Have you ever been to New Orleans?
Nah, I've been to
had
New
the voodoo
Orleans, but
cake?
I didn't see the voodoo cake.
You never seen the voodoo cake?
Nah.
I mean, you don't want to fuck that voodoo cake anyway. It ain't for you. It's not for everybody.
It depends on the context.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. It's not for
It
everybody.
depends on the context.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Moving right along. So, like, what you been up to lately? I seen
Me,
you-
I'm just I started writing the next album.
Oh yeah.
So the next album pushed to start.
You been making any wheels and deals?
I'm just I've wrote 4 of the songs. It's gonna be 9 songs. The synopsis is out there. It might be ready before your album.
It could be ready more for my album all you want, but at the end of the day, is when you release it, are you content with it? And if I'm not ready to release mine, and you drop 5 albums ahead of me, go on, drop your 5.
Oh, Smokey Robinson. Oh.
So if you got 5, nigga, you could put out a hot
Good morning,
5.
Joe. Good morning, Joe.
A hot 5.
Good morning, Joe.
A hot 5. A hot 5.
I'm sad.
You could do a hot 100.
All right. Actually,
All
you know
I
what?
wanted to do was just the one. So when I do it, I
Okay,
do it.
got you.
Sirius is in the building. Good morning.
Serious Voice NY. Make sure you follow Serious Voice NY.
Right.
She also got a collaboration with Candy Wu, so make sure you go to
Yes.
Serious Voice.
Yeah.
What's the Serious People?
Serious people.
SeriousPeopleMusic.com. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
James Media.
James Media did that.
Yeah,
In
James
the
Media
building.
did that.
They actually do PR for Candy Wu. Shout out to James Media. I feel like we should go to a song, and when we get back, we have a 100th interview.
I don't see nobody in here. You gonna interview the commissioner? She ain't been interviewed yet. You come over here. Hell, you want her? Or you want me to get her?
You in my business.
You come over here and get interviewed by your choice.
I think we missed
yours
the-
truly or yours truly.
I mean, I'm definitely not
I'm
interested
sure
in
she's
100.
got a hell of a story to tell. I never sat down and got, because you coming out of Chi-Town right away. Nigga know it's going to be
song?
some interesting points. It ain't all about gangbanging and killing, but you got to be thick as nails to come up out of there. You got to, no weak come out of Chi-Town.
So when we get back,
That's a fact.
It goes down out
we're
there.
gonna start our 100th interview.
Okay, well,
It's the Saturdays of Mr.
you gonna tell me
Elephant.
who it is? Or,
I got my friends in the building.
yeah, how many of us have that?
D-Royal Wonders in the building. The commissioner's in the building. Diesel L on the way. Rafinesse taking the day off.
Big shout out to the big
Choice.
finesse.
Don't do Rob.
Nah,
like
don't
that.
do him like that, because normally when he come through. And you know he probably homesick
Ralph
right
Finesse
now.
taking the day. No, he ain't homesick. He's still in Philly.
You know,
All them
never mind.
Philly
not
chicks,
gonna be in
watch
here.
out. That's a
Yeah,
young.
I was going there and then I just stopped myself.
all
I said,
them
yeah.
Philly
Got
chicks.
wrapped up into one of them things. Talking about, he hit me last night talking about, yo, L, so my ride didn't get me to Brooklyn until 1 p.m. tomorrow. I'm like, all right, bro.
At
Just
least
let the
he told
commissioner
somebody.
know.
He tell me, shh.
But he told somebody.
At least he talked to you. You know how hard it is to talk to you? Like,
You know what? Since we're here, stop calling my goddamn phone. Let me tell you something. I say, yo, please text me. Even Gina just text me. Bro, just text me. I might be in the middle of something. One day I'm recording a
you
verse.
answered the damn phone, my
You know
nigga,
why?
but you answered it.
Because I had to stop recording because the fucking phone rang.
I'm in the record then?
No.
Damn, one of my
I'm like-
royalties.
But you did.
The one
you
moment
did
I
fuck
don't
up
have my
flow.
phone on
Oh,
silent.
that was your flow? I was your
I'm
flow?
recording her ad-libs for Obag's record.
Man, watch out.
Lively's in the room, Black is in the room, and we're working on records. And the phone rings loud.
Who told
as
you to
I
leave
don't-
the damn ringer on?
It was my watch that rang.
Okay, why you leave that shit to ring?
Don't call me. Text me.
I don't text. I don't type. I'm not the type of nigga. I get on inspo. Yo, call L.
Then you don't
morning,
need
Joe.
me.
Good
Then you don't
morning,
need
Joe.
me. Then you don't need me that much.
This is what I
This
say.
is Saturdays with Mr. L and
This is how it
friends.
works. This is how it starts out. This is how it starts out for me. Call Lenny. And then the phone, calling Lenny.
You know, you can say the same thing. Text Lenny.
I
and
don't
it'll do
wanna
the same
say text.
thing.
Nah, I'm gonna just put them on D&D. That's what we do.
Start writing you letters and shit.
Phone.
Start writing your letters and shit. I'm gonna need you to pick up the phone next Monday at 9 o'clock, baby. Write you a letter.
I've been
Send you an
asking you to
email.
schedule our calls forever.
I don't schedule calls. My calls come on impulse. I got burning desires and shit I'm going through. I get bright ideas and shit.
I'll be in the middle of working on an idea and
you
you
want?
Not
interrupting
burning
it.
desires. though.
Jeez.
I be having burning desires like I got to tell this nigga this shit.
Oh my, thank you, Joe.
Good morning, Joe.
All right, Joe.
Hey,
That's
what's up,
enough, Joe.
And
That's
when,
enough
and
Joe
when we be
today.
back, we're
we
gonna have
ain't
our
gonna never
100th
stop Joe.
interview. Here on Saturdays with Mr. L, only on Newtown Radio and on Instagram with Saturdays at MrL.com.
Yeah.
Living raw, trying to make it